Are you a proactive mover or a reactive mover? Hi everybody, it's Mike. I want to talk about today how to be a proactive mover. Okay, so proactive moving is understanding how to read your opponent. If you can read your opponent, whether they're on defense, neutral, or offense, this will allow you to be a proactive mover. If you don't have a sense of your opponent, where they are in the court, what type of position they are, then you are most likely going to be a reactive mover. And you can certainly play the game that way. However, you're going to be losing time in order to anticipate what your opponent potentially may be doing. So in this first clip, I wanted to show you a quick example of how Stan is a proactive mover off of his return. So he tags this return from Nishikori up the line pretty well. And I want you to notice here exactly where he moves in the court after he hits this return, or really more so after he recognizes that he hit the return so well. So Stan's going to play this up the line, and if you notice, his first move actually is to go backwards, which was kind of interesting. And I think in this situation, I think he hit the return better than he anticipated. But once he realized that he tagged the return relatively well, and you can see right here in the middle of the screen, Nisha is definitely on defense here. And at this point, the ball is now starting to float up. So Stan recognizes this at this moment. You can see he's on the balls of his feet, and now he's ready to press and move forward in order to take Nishikori's time away. Once he does this, okay, you can see how well he moves in, takes that ball early, and is able to attack and play some offense. Had Stan not recognized that opportunity, chances are he would have maybe had to play that shot another 2 to 3, maybe 4 feet back in the court. Obviously, if Stan is more behind the baseline here as opposed to where he is now, that's going to affect his level of aggression. So nice job there from Stan at being a proactive mover and recognizing Nishikori's defensive position there after the return. Okay, next clip. Stan again here is playing an inside-out forehand back to Murray. So this is a practice match these guys are having. And what I want you to do is take notice after he hits this ball. Okay, so Stan is, if I had to guess, maybe a good 3 to 4 feet behind the baseline at this moment. They're both in a neutral exchange in the rally, but Stan hits this relatively well, and he recognizes that Murray's in trouble, that Murray's on defense. And I want you to take notice again at where he moves upon recognizing Murray being in a defensive situation. So right there, so Murray's obviously now just chipping that back. He's just trying to make a play, get his racket on the ball to make one more shot. And you can see already Stan from where he was prior is probably another now foot and a half closer inside the baseline. Okay, again, now even closer once he sees that the ball is going to be short. Okay, he's now really pressed up to move inside the court in order to take this early so that he can take Murray's time away by attacking. He's obviously going to give Murray less time to recover by doing this. Perfect, right? And he was actually, even on that one, he was able to move under it and take a swing volley and not even let the ball bounce. So Murray's certainly going to be in trouble for the remainder of the point here. Okay, last clip. Again, Stan and Nishikori. In this situation, I want to talk about the contrary. So the first two clips were recognizing when your opponent's actually on the defense so that you could press and move in and proactively move in and be on offense. This is a little bit different now. So Stan is going to leave this return short. So on the contrary, Stan realizes that he's left the ball short and in the middle of the court. So now he's going to be anticipating Nisha to attack him. So take notice where he moves once he leaves the ball short. Okay, so there you go. So I want to roll that one more time. He leaves the return short here. okay, and he starts to move back. So now, right at this moment, he's probably a good 5 to 6 feet behind the baseline before Nisha's even struck the ball. So he saw that he returned the ball short. He's anticipating that Nisha's going to attack. So again, therefore, he's proactively moving to buy time. Had he not recognized that, okay, chances are he probably would have just stayed right on the baseline. Nisha would have attacked, and Stan wouldn't have nearly as much time to play defense and give himself some more time to retrieve here. So I believe he ends up losing the point anyways, but um, he's at least giving himself a shot, okay, to play one more ball back. So this, I want to play it one more time. So again, he leaves it short, he retreats, okay, uses his slice a little bit to buy some more time, okay, and went for a little bit too much on that last shot. He should have probably played a little bit more defense, but decided to pull the trigger a bit early. So that's in essence how to be a proactive mover as opposed to a reactive mover. I think we would all agree that over the course of a match, a set, 2 sets, 3 sets, even a 5 setter, the opponent that does a better job at taking away, or the person that does a better job at taking away their opponent's time over the course of that match, as well as allowing and buying more time for themselves, that's a pretty good overall equation for adding more W's into the win column. So again, you want to be thinking about that. It's just that, we could break down movement in a lot of different ways. We can get very technical with it, but just on a more holistic conceptual basis, you want to understand how to read your opponent at the end of the day, and understanding if they're on defense, if they're neutral, if they're attacking, if they're on offense, right, is going to dictate how you move. So give that a try. Be proactive with your moving when you're on the court, and hopefully that'll lead to some more wins for you. So again, if you have any questions, comments, don't hesitate to leave them below. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, everybody.